What is up, and welcome back. This is LawOfEvolution, and I've been playing the new update for a couple hours now, and right after the trailer dropped, the update dropped immediately. And this is my very first warp after I downloaded and installed the update. 6-7 minutes for me to install the update. Bam, this is my first warp. And as soon as I land, I noticed something's a little weird. I thought it was because the light was just doing something crazy. Like, you know, sometimes you get weird effects at nighttime when the sun is out. But then I get out of the starship and I notice, nah, bro, this grass is glowing. And then as I kind of peer around and everything loads in, the entire planet is on some nighttime bioluminescence. And if you guys remember, prior to launch, they had one of those planets at nighttime that had blue glowing everything, and the bioluminescence was crazy. And I have talked about for years that one planet pre-launch is one of the things that drew me to this game the absolute most. And so as I step out of this starship and I start looking at all of this, it takes me back to what made me want to play the game in the very first place. No Man's Sky Origins. You hit on the head exactly what I was kind of feeling and wanting from this update, is going back to your roots and giving us kind of those little things. But this planet in particular just really got me. And so I just started just roaming around this planet for a little while, and I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of gawking and just taking it all in. That shot right there, man, where just all of those plants are glowing, all kinds of different colors. I'm scanning stuff, just kind of taking it all in. Grab myself some nav data just in case I didn't I know I have some, but I was just grabbing it anyway. But just once again, man, just this was so beautiful. And over the course of the last few hours, I've seen a ton of stuff already. Things that are new, things I haven't seen before, a ton of different things. And that used to be a little more aggressive. It used to cause more screen shake, and it used to get on my nerves a little more. But it looks like they calmed that hazardous flora down a little bit or something like that. So this was just so cool. And as the sun came up, as you can see, bam, all of the glowing is gone. The only thing that's glowing is a star bulb, maybe a couple little plants on the ground. But it was a nighttime event, and had I not landed on this planet at the right time, I would have totally missed that. And so that's what's happening right now. I'm sitting there I'm like, oh my goodness, like I could have easily missed that. That's what I wanted from No Man's Sky. That's what I always loved about this game, man. Those little things, like I could have easily missed that enormous part of the game. And so I decide, okay, cool. Let me jump in my ship. I'm gonna go to a different world and just check it out. But as I'm flying around, I'm like, dude, this was not the planet that I landed on at nighttime. It's a complete day-night thing. And so I head out. I was like, all right, let me go to a different world and see what else that I can find. After I uploaded, or after I recorded this gameplay or whatever, I ended up playing another hour or so while I was downloading the video and, you know, letting it buffer and so on and so forth. I ended up playing a couple more hours and I saw even more crazy stuff. But I didn't have time to capture all of that, so I just went with just the first like one or two planets that I saw. And so I come to this planet. It's cold, wintry. I know what to expect here, right? I mean, you know, I've been playing the game for years. I know exactly to expect when I get here and land. But as I come in for a landing, I see a rainbow, which is pretty dope. I've only seen about 3 of those or 4 of those in the entire time that I've been playing. But I see that and I'm like, okay, cool. But as I jump out of the starship, immediately what catches my eye is this thing. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Where did you come from? What are you? Is this the type of stuff that I have to expect from the game? I don't know what I'm looking at. I had to get a shot of it, get up close. It's some sort of mechanized fauna. I don't know what I'm looking at, dude. But I had to capture it, take a quick screenshot. I was like, oh my goodness. And so this is the second planet. This is only the second planet that I've been to. And so I'm just kind of strolling around. I walk around this planet and I don't have any protection on for any type of elements. I have so many different materials on me that I just charge myself over and over and over. I don't really worry about wasting slots on upgrades for like hazards, and so I just charge. But as I'm looking around and I'm just taking a look at what's going on, this storm just kind of rolls in. But as the storm rolls in, it gets a little weird, right? Like the storm rolls in, the intensity of the storm, number one, is tripping me out. We have a rainbow in the background, which is tripping me out. All of this is interesting, but immediately as the storm rolls in, you can see in the background, lightning starts to strike. And I mean, I immediately have just like, he's running from me and he has 2 speeds. Like as I was walking up to him, he went away at 1 speed, but then I started running and sprinting and he ran away even faster. But then I just drop in awe and I just look at the rainbow, the lightning strikes, this really intense storm that's like really blurring my view of everything. So I'm trying to like charge myself up to like see if that'll clear my visor up so I could look around better. But dude, look at what's going on here. If this is what I have to expect of my first couple planets, the exploration and my live streams are just going to be through the roof. So I wanted to show you guys, just in case you're at work or you're doing something like that, you can't play the update, your update's taking 9 hours to install or whatever the case may be. I just wanted to real quick share just kind of some of the stuff that I've been looking at in the last little few minutes that I've been playing. So there it is, man. Those are a couple of the weird, really crazy things that I've seen so far, and I'm going to be sharing some more stuff that I see along the way. Live streams upcoming this weekend, so I appreciate the love, and I will catch you guys on the next one.